Alrighty, my friends, I thought today I owe Megan some chocolate chip cookies. I didn't want to make her just any old chocolate chip cookies, so I am making the famous Neiman Marcus $250 cookie recipe. So for anybody that doesn't know about that recipe, so a woman had gone into Neiman Marcus, had their cookies while she was dining. Some Neiman Marcus have like a little cafe, and asked the waitress for the recipe, and she said absolutely. The woman said it'll be $2.50. So the woman thought it was $2.50. Of course, later on, checking her charge, she was charged $250. So I know you guys think my recipes are worth $250, but I'm not sure this one's worth $250. Just saying. So let's get on with it. We're going to make Megan that batch of chocolate chip cookies, and hopefully she's going to love them. So here we go. We're going to start with 1/2 cup of white sugar. By the way, I'm making this as a half batch according to the recipe. Because I didn't think we needed 55 cookies today, just saying. And so you'd want to double this recipe. And also 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar. You want to make sure that's packed so you get an accurate measurement. You can also use 1/2 cup of butter, 1 egg, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. That's right. Alright, and we're going to mix this all up and get it all nice and smooth. Alrighty, so for the next step, you need a mixer or a food processor. I'm using a food processor, if nobody noticed. You want 1 1/4 cups of regular rolled oats. We're going to put those on in there. Then we're going to add to that 1 cup of flour, regular all-purpose flour. We're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to blend this down until it's almost like just pulverized. So the oats are supposed to turn into more like an oat flour. I don't know why they don't just say use oat flour, but I'm just following that $250 recipe. Okay, so I'm modifying this recipe a little bit. So next they say to take 2 ounces, which is about 1 1/2 of these standard candy bars here, of chocolate, and it's kind of warm, so I'm not going to do what they say. They say to grate it up real super fine. So to do that, you would need, I think, in this weather, you would need a, like one of those marble chilled pastry things, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take these chocolate bars. As you can see, they're kind of flimsy here because it is summertime, guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put them right on like this, just like that. So I'm going to put in 1 1/2 candy bars, and then I'm going to pulse it up a bit. You know, I think it's going to be the same thing as if I finally grate it and, and do their silly little, thing. If it was wintertime, I'd be authentic and I'd follow every little step like that. But, it's just too dang hot for those steps. I'm just telling you what. I always knew I was smart. That little trick I just did, it pulverized in there, no problem, no problem. Saved myself a little anguish. That's right. Now we're going to take our wet batter and we're going to go ahead and put it right on in here. We're going to put it all in and we're going to mix it all up together. And here we go. We are going to have cookies in no time. Looking good. Alrighty, now I've transferred the batter back into the original bowl. Now we're going to add in 3/4 cup of chopped walnuts, and we're going to also add in 6 ounces of milk chocolate chips, which Meg's going to be happy about that because milk chocolate's her favorite. And we're going to fold this all together. Okay, they're looking good so far. Next, take a baking sheet and line it with parchment paper and lightly grease or butter it. Just following the directions. Now we're going to take some of this dough, and I'm not sure how much they're going to spread, but it says make sure you leave at least 2 inches apart. So let's see. I've never made this recipe before, so I'm going to give them a lot of space just in case. So I think I'm just gonna make 10 on this. I'm just not trusting this recipe, if you didn't notice. I mean, I think they're going to be delicious, and I think Meg's going to love them. But I just have a funny feeling that they might spread a little more than they were leading on to. Just saying. Or I'm making them bigger than I'm supposed to be. Who knows? There could be that, because who doesn't like a big cookie? Maybe I'll just do 8 to start. We'll start with 8 and see what happens, because we got plenty of dough here. We're going to be making lots of cookies. We're going to be making Meg big happy, I hope. Alrighty. So I'm going to get these in the oven. Now, these take exactly 10 minutes at 375 degrees. That's what they say. No more, no less. Exactly 10 minutes. So, start your timers. Alright. Now, I owe her cookies, okay? I owe her some chocolate chip cookies. I ate an entire bag, minus 1 cookie, of cookies that she bought. So I owe her chocolate chip cookies, just saying. So I didn't want to...
She's a thief in the night.
I did not want to make her just any chocolate chip cookies, not just some Toll House recipe. So I went all out, and I have made the $250 recipe from Neiman Marcus. These are supposed to be over the moon chocolate chip cookies. So I'm trying to make amends.
Oh, I didn't realize that was what was happening. Okay.
So.
Well, Neiman.
So.
Let's see if you and Mark kiss.
Or they call it also needless markup, but. She's thinking.
Is it?
I think they're good.
They're good, but I'm trying to figure out, is there like oat?
There is. You put half oats, but you blend it up. So I don't know why they don't just use oat flour. That makes no sense to me. They said you have to blend up the oats like fresh, like you're blending up coffee beans fresh, you know.
They're
but,
good.
But it's flour too.
I was just trying to figure out what that kind of chewiness was, and it's the oats. I need a glass of milk.
So do you accept my olive branch?
Yes. These are better than the cookies you demolished.
They are better than the package I ate. They are good. Yeah. I don't know that I'd pay $250 for the recipe, though. Just saying.
No.
No.
Needs milk.
But I know you guys would pay $250 for my recipes. I know that. I'm just saying. Yeah, we gotta get some milk now. So what do you think out of 10?
8.
An 8 out of 10, but look, it said exactly 10 minutes to cook them, and that's what I did. And I think that is a perfect cook on them.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Milk time.